An estimated 1.8 million people of Indian origin live in the United Kingdom. So no surprise then that at the election time, prominent leaders are temple hopping. In the final week of campaigning, both Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and the man who's fighting for his job at 10 Downing Street, Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, hit the temple trail to woo British Hindu voters. 44-year-old Sunak was at Bab's Sri Swaminarayan Mandir in Neasden, while Starmer chose another North London Swaminarayan temple in Kingsbury.
Here are a few Indian students who are studying here in the UK, but also every now and again come and visit the temples here. But we are here to talk about elections. So let's just first ask, what an interesting fact is that anybody who's even studying here is allowed to vote. Unlike in India, where you have to be an Indian national to vote, over here you don't have to be an Indian national. You're registered over here. Tell me, how excited are you about the elections? You might not have been able to go home, but you were here. So tell us what the elections look like.
Basically, a couple of months ago, the election happened in India and I saw the result, and I feel that everyone should vote because it's everyone's personal thing and it's a required for a nation to build. Here in upcoming days there are election going on and we are really ready. I read the both side manifesto, and the Labour Party and the Conservative Party both are really good, and the current party are also reduced the tax and they cut the tax.
In constituencies with impressive Indian origin vote, it's tough fight, and in most cases, either both or at least one party has put up candidates from the community to woo the voters.
And that's a lot of the emphasis in this election campaign, is a risk, a step in the direction of another party, or the certainty of the delivery of the MP.
How important has this constituency become, this election, the Indian vote bank?
Look, to me, it's hugely important. This is my future as well as my constituents' future, so of course it's important.
Another constituency, Orpington, represented by the Conservative MP Gareth Bacon in the last Parliament, also has a strong presence of Indian origin voters. Cornered Conservatives are banking heavily on support from this Asian community.
We are here in Orpington, which is the constituency of Gareth Bacon. He's canvassing himself, going door to door. This is how it's done here in the UK. It's not the kind of rallies that you see in India. It's a quieter affair. They go door to door. That's his entire team of volunteers, campaign manager there, going door to door and seeking for votes. He has been a minister in the Ministry of Justice, and so we will be speaking to him. But that's an interesting way of canvassing in the UK, with the leaflets. Campaign managers, volunteers, all of them turn up in the constituency and seek votes, one home after the other.
This is a difficult election. We've been in power for a very long time, and there is a feeling of dissatisfaction from some people, but we're finding on the doors actually people have been quite receptive. They've been quite kind. I've had a lot of conversations with people that have been quite good. So I'm hopeful that I'm going to hang on here. Nationally, I think the polls are looking a bit tricky, but we'll see what happens on the early hours of Friday morning.
What about growing sectarianism, the Khalistani extremism? We saw that, and I think India was not very happy with the government and the tackling of the issue.
Yeah. See, there are many issues that are done and conducted at the high level of the government. It would be imprudent for me to comment on some issues where I'm not privy to, so I wouldn't make a comment because I don't know the fact.
But as somebody living in the community, is it a concern?
I don't think so. We don't see here a concern as such, because it's not something you come across every day. Yes, from India point of view, that has to be stopped, and I totally respect that. That has to be taken to the top channels where it has to be. But from community point of view, we don't see that.
The 2021 census identifies around 1 million people living in Britain as Hindus. This sizable electorate now plays a crucial role in the 4th July general elections.